Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. That's right, friends. It's my birthday, but this is the movie I'm reviewing. Here comes a review of Happy Birthday to Me. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1981 slasher flick Happy Birthday to Me, released by Columbia, directed by J. Lee Thompson, starring Melissa Sue Anderson along with Glenn Ford. Let's see. Produced by John Dunning and Andre Link, with story written by Timothy Bond, Peter Jobin, and John Saxton. Not Saxon, the actor, okay? Saxton. And an uncredited John Beard. Anyway, the film focuses around 6 brutal murders occurring around a popular high school senior's birthday. While the film has become a cult classic in my view, but this film was in a way dissed by critics and what have you. Well, and apparently, while not prosecuted for obscenity, the film was seized and confiscated in the UK and under Section 3 of the Obscene Publications Act 1959 during the Video Nasty Panic. Okay, here we go with our story. Our main character is Regina Wainwright, Ginny for short, spelled with a G-I-N-N-Y. Is a pretty and popular high school senior at Crawford Academy, a member of the school's top 10, an elite clique of the most privileged and popular students. Each night the group meets at the Silent Woman Tavern, a local pub. One night, en route to the tavern, Bernadette O'Hara is attacked in her car by an unseen assailant. She struggles and plays dead to catch the killer off guard before running to get help. She then runs into an unseen individual who she is familiar with and begs for help, but the person slashes her neck with a straight razor. The top 10 becomes concerned when Bernadette fails to arrive at the pub. Upon leaving, the group sees the nearby drawbridge raising and decide to play a game of chicken. Well, I can tell you this was after the group made an escape after one of them pulled a little prank with a little mouse. Yeah. Anyway, Ginny is pushed into a car by Ann Thomason, and each of the group attempt to cross the bridge as it races. The car Ginny is in barely clears the bridge, crashing as it meets the other side. Distraught, Ginny runs home, stopping at her mother's grave in an adjacent cemetery. At her home, Annie Vickers, a foreign exchange student and a top 10 member, has broken into Ginny's room and stolen her underwear. Bernadette fails to show up at school the following day. Ginny, who is plagued by repressed memories, visits her on-call psychiatrist, Dr. Faraday, with whom she previously underwent an experimental brain tissue restoration procedure after surviving a harrowing accident at the drawbridge. As Ginny attempts to resume her normal life, her fellow top 10 members are murdered in vicious and violent ways. Etienne is strangled with a scarf when his scarf gets caught in the spokes of his motorcycle, which, ouch, yeah. And Greg is crushed in his room while lifting weights, which, believe me, those kills were pretty good, actually. One night, Alfred, a top 10 member who's infatuated with Jane, follows her to her mother's grave. In retaliation, she stabs him with a pair of garden shears. On the weekend of her 18th birthday, her father leaves for a business trip. After school dance, Jane invites Steve to her house and prepares shish kebabs. While the two are drinking wine and smoking a little joint, Jane attacks Steve with the kebab, violently shoving the skewer down his throat. Ouch! Yeah, that's smart. Anna arrives at Jenny's house the following morning and finds Jenny taking a shower. In the shower, Jenny has a flashback of her mother's death. Her mother, a newly inducted socialite, invited the top 10 to Jenny's birthday celebration 4 years earlier. Instead, the group opted to attend Anne's party. Drunk, her mother drove to the Thomasons' house with Jean, where was humiliated by Anne's parents. Enraged, she attempted to drive across the raising drawbridge, resulting in a violent crash which ended in her drowning. Jean, however, managed to swim to safety. Now for the ending to this movie, you got 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie, continue on after the 5 seconds. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Now, paranoid that she may be murdering her friends during blackout episodes, Jenny visits Dr. Faraday. When she confronts him over the procedures she underwent, he is evasive, and she murders him with a fireplace poker. Mr. Wainwright returns home for Jenny's birthday and finds a pool of blood in the foyer. He flees and finds one of Jenny's friends, Amelia, standing in the rain clutching a wrapped gift. In the cemetery, he discovers his late wife's grave to have been robbed, with Dr. Faraday's corpse lying in it. Mr. Wainwright notices a lie inside the guests the family guests cottage, which is where Jane's party was to be 4 years ago. Inside, he finds the bodies of each member of the top 10 seated at a table alongside his dead wife's corpse. He believes he sees Jenny entering the room with a birthday cake, saying a happy birthday to herself, and that Jenny casually admits to the murders before slashing her father's throat. He dies, failing to notice that his actual daughter is seated at the table. His killer was, big spoiler, Anne, disguising herself as Jane with an elaborate latex mask. Anne removes the mask, ranting and raving over her father's affair with Jenny's mother and how it destroyed her family. Anne reveals that she and Jenny are half sisters. Jenny manages to wrestle the knife from Anne and stabs her to death. As she stands over Anne's corpse, holding the bloody knife, a police officer enters the cottage and pleads, "What have you done?" End of story, friends. So, what did I think of Happy Birthday to Me? Well, I actually liked it. Now, last year, it was Halloween of last year. I finally got to see this film since Derek from Derek's Horror Corners reviewed this movie before. I didn't take the time to listen to much of the spoiler and what have you, but as long as you heeded my warning and fast forward to the time below, you'll have avoided the ending spoilers if you've not seen the movie. But anyway, it's not too bad of a movie. No, apparently, the film did factually well. It went to make 10 million at the box office overall. Unfortunately, critics weren't too thrilled. Once one from the New York Times that called it a confused ripoff of Friday the 13th and Prom Night, both of which were released the previous year, in which this film was actually produced in 1980 but didn't get released until 1981. Hence, this year is the film's 40th anniversary. Let's see. And a variety writer wrote that the film gets dumber and dumber until the fitful finale. Well, I don't really find this to be dumber and dumber with with this. The film is factually pretty good. I mean, while despite I didn't get to see too much of the kills on TV on the CW, you know them. But I recently rented it on Amazon Prime, and well, where I got to see it unedited and everything, and well, I got to see a little bit more what I didn't see. And I thought that was pretty good, actually. Well, not really one of the best, but still, it's not too bad. The LA Times, right? Well, reporter mentioned it was well directed, suspenseful, and nauseating, and nauseatingly violent horror movie. Yeah, that is gratuitously mean. Commitment is technically well made, but criticizing for its violent content. Yeah, well, some of the kills were just kind of missed, but some were pretty good. Like I said, the motorcycle kill was good. The weight lifting scene was good, and especially the shish kebab kill. Those were good. So anyway, well, it may have gotten this, but this is now a cult classic, and I consider this a cult classic as well. It has a pretty good score by Bo Harwood and Lance Rubin. And well, what can I say? It was pretty good. Actually, I just found out Dunning and Link also worked on another slasher that came out the same year, and that was My Bloody Valentine, which was released a few months earlier that year, as a matter of fact. But anyway, the cast isn't too bad. I mean, I really loved Melissa Sue Anderson's performance as Jenny. Absolutely real good. Glenn Ford as Dr. Faraday. Not too bad. We also had others, well, a host of others, including let's see, Tracy E. Bregman as Anne, Jack Bloom as Alfred, Matt Craven as Steve, and what can I say? The list goes on. So, would I recommend Happy Birthday to Me? Well, I'd say sure, go ahead, give it a try. You might like it, or you may not. You be the judge, okay? I think after seeing it twice, I think it's grown on me a little more. Well, when I saw it the first time, it was good, but after watching it a second time, but in an unedited form, it's grown on me a little more. I have to say, it's really good. So, anyway, so what are your thoughts on Happy Birthday to Me? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And don't forget to catch my big Q&A birthday blowout tonight at 7 o'clock Central here on my channel. I do look forward to seeing you there. But thanks for watching my review of Happy Birthday to Me, and if you like this, check out these other two birthday reviews that I did last year. In the upper left-hand corner is a back-to-back review I did for the recent hits, Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. Or go to the upper right-hand corner for my review of another 80s slasher of a birthday flick, Bloody Birthday. And go or go to the bottom right hand corner from for a chance to click on the button to subscribe, which I'm now up to 277 subscribers now. Wow. I still haven't done my Q&A, and I'm still a few more subscribers away from 300. Very impressive. But anyway, if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.